I got Hispanic bitches yelling Dimelo. I don't wanna live a shit, la vida loca. Toast to my niggas cause we finally made it. Crazy, we did everything we dreamed of. I know what it's
What's up, it's your boy Joseph, and today we're going to be learning how to sync trick shots with Twixtor. I know I haven't, in my last video that I made about syncing shots with Twixtor, syncing trick shots, I did it with time remap, and I told you guys that I don't sync trick shots with Twixtor, but I actually changed my mind. I recently learned how to sync trick shots with Twixtor, and I like it a lot, so I'm going to show you guys how to do it, only because on my last video, on syncing trick shots, you guys gave me so much support on it. I got over 100 likes on it, and I never really got that much before, so I want to see how good this one does. So just go ahead and go into After Effects, and I already have my song in here and everything, but and if you've watched my tutorials before in the past, you know how to put these markers on here, but if you don't, if you're new, it's on the right over here, right where my mouse is, and just click that and then just drag it wherever you want, and hold shift to click it, and press L twice on your audio to see the waveforms and just see where you want to put your beats at. And if you want to listen to it without having to render it out, just press the decimal key on your keypad and it will preview the music just like that. So I got my song in there, and I already have my clip over here, my project media over here. So I'm gonna go ahead and drag the clip in, and I don't really have to do anything to start off, but I'm gonna go ahead and find where I want my first shot to be. Whereas I think it's right here. Hold up. Okay, the first shot is right here at this thing. So go ahead and line up your first shot with it, just by dragging the clip, and it's where you would see this little muzzle flash. By the way, this is Black Ops 3, so I know you guys probably are new to Black Ops 3 because the game just came out, and I just want to go ahead and get this tutorial out as fast as I can, just so you guys can see how you can do it with the Black Ops 3 trick shot, because I know Black Ops 2 trick shot tutorials are there's so many of them, but no one's really made any on Black Ops 3 yet, so I just wanted to go ahead and get that out there. So it's synced up. Press Control Shift D to split your clip, or press Edit and split layer, and now it's split. And there's one of two things you could do with this part. It seems long enough. Hold up. You can either right click on it and go to time and time stretch and put it to 200. And it will make it really slow, and you can start off right here. Oh yeah, and you have to line it up with the last shot, and just press the left square bracket key. The right one, right under your backspace key, right next to the P, and it lines it up, and then it starts off in a pretty nice spot. But what I'm actually gonna do, I have a beat right here, and this is where I want the thing to start. So I'm gonna go ahead and press Control Z until I get it back to normal, which is just undoes everything that I did. So now if I go to my time stretch, it's at 100, and I'm gonna press Control Alt and T to enable time remapping on this, and I'm gonna make a keyframe at the shot, and I'm turning the audio off of my layers. So I made a keyframe at the shot, and I want it to start right here. He's about to run, so I'm gonna put another keyframe there, and I'm gonna drag it over to the first beat where I want it to start, and then I'll split the layer right here and just delete the front because I want this to be black right here, just for whatever reason. And then just press U on click the layer again and press U to see your keyframes. So now it just starts right there, and then I have a beat right here. I just want it to go ahead and be on where this pistol shoots, so go ahead and go frame by frame to see when you see the muzzle flash, which is right there, and then making another keyframe, and then line up your cursor thing with the marker that you made and drag the keyframe. So now he shoots it right on that beat. And that's really all I did with that, because then the clip really flows nicely with the song after that. And you don't need any Twixtor for that. So now we're going to go into the shot. And the shot is basically from this marker to this marker, because on this marker it goes into the kill cam. So I'm just going to go ahead and split the layer right there and just drag this over here because we don't need that yet. We're only worrying about this, so I'll go ahead and zoom in here really quick. And then I'm going to go ahead and show you guys how to do this with distrum, because basically, if you don't know what distrum is, it's Twixtor, but it's made by this dude named Enemy or whatever, and he has like these like preset settings that you don't have to mess with. All you have to do is mess with the speed. And I know most of you guys have this because this has been around for a while, but if you don't have it, I guess I'll put a link for it in the description if you want to go buy it. It's only like €2 or something, or $2. I don't really know, I forgot. But anyways, when you drag that on your clip, and this basically works with any Twixtor you use. So if you use regular Twixtor and you have your settings, go ahead. I know I also use link speed, which is right here, but I'm going to just go ahead and use distrum because most people don't have link speed. I just like link speed a lot too because it's basically the same thing. It's just a little bit easier to use. But anyways, I'm sorry, I'm kind of sick if I sound weird to you guys. Go to the first keyframe of your shot and just keyframe it at 100. Some people go a frame before, but it really doesn't matter. I'm just going to go ahead and do that. And then press the U on your keyboard to see your keyframes. And then go a frame after the first frame. And then since this isn't the kill cam, it's just regular speed, you could either put it at like 200 and 250. For this game, I'm going to go ahead and do 250 because I've been playing around with it before, and I think it looks nicer like that. And since we're only going to have it speed up at the beginning and at the end, we're just going to go ahead and go to the end and then go keyframe before the last frame, and then keyframe at 250 again, and then go in the middle of these two keyframes and then keyframe it at 50 since this is going regular speed. If it was a kill cam, we would be putting it at 100, and you'll see that later. Go ahead and press all of these, highlight all of these keyframes, and press F9 on your keyboard, or right click one of them, keyframe assistant, easy ease, and then go into your graph editor, and then highlight the bottom one, and just drag it all the way out as far as you can, and then highlight the top left one, and then drag it down pretty far, and then drag it all the way to the left, like make it as straight as you can. And I would usually put it down like this much, just kind of eyeball it, and then do the same thing on the other side with the other handle. And so now that you've done that, if you go back and RAM preview it, which I'm not really going to do because that messes up my recording thing, and yeah, it speeds up, and then it's slow in the middle, and sometimes you might have a little warp. You just have to work around that, put some RSMB on it or whatever you want, big flare. And so now it's slow, and then it goes and speeds right out of it into the next clip, which we're going to do right now. So now, since the next clip, or the next part of the clip, is actually in fact a kill cam, we're going to have to mess with the speed a little bit more, and you'll see what I mean by that. And also we have more things to sync to, more beats, so we're going to have to be adding a little bit more of a, you'll see when we do it. So go ahead and drag. Actually, my shot is like right here. Hold on, let me see. Okay, my shot is right here at this 6th marker. So I'm gonna go ahead and split the layer of where he shoots it, because it makes everything else so much easier. Okay, so he shoots it right here, because you can see the muzzle flash. So go ahead and split that layer, and now we're gonna be working with the before. And basically all we need to do is find out where we want to start it. So I went ahead and started it when he was pulling out this pistol, and so just like split the layer there and delete the other part. And we're gonna be messing with it later with with time remapping, but we're not going to actually like use time remap to stretch the time. We're just going to use it to like slide the clip, and you'll see what I mean later. So go ahead and drag distrum back onto this, and then make your keyframe at 100, go right one frame, and then put it up to like 400 or 450. With this game, it really depends on how slow it's going. You might want to do 450, but 400 is basically the same. Just play around with it. There's no set number you have to put down. I just put 400 because that's what I did on Black Ops 2, and it came out pretty good. I made that preview you saw in the beginning of the video in like 10-15 minutes. So it's basically what I did. But just play around with the speeds, guys. I want you to explore for yourself. So once you make that keyframe, press U on your keyboard, and we'll go in a little bit, zoom in. And so now I'm going to make another keyframe at 400 over here, and then another at 400 at the next marker, because this is where I want it to speed up each time. And so then there's one more at the end. So now we got all our markers for 400. Oh, yeah, there's one more at the end, at right where the shot is. And I'm just going to go ahead and split the layer right here. Actually, no, I'm not. We're going to leave it there for a second. Actually, no, we're just going to go ahead and split it. My bad. Oh, I accidentally split everything. Make sure your layer is highlighted. Hold up, someone's calling. Sorry about that, guys. Someone called my house. I had to answer it. And I'm almost done with this tutorial, so I'm not going to restart it. This has happened before where I've started a tutorial and someone called my house. I just went ahead and like restarted it, but I'm already like almost done with the tutorial, so I'm not going to restart it. I hope that doesn't bother you guys. So where was I? Alright, I got my keyframes for my 400s down, so now make a keyframe in the middle of each of them at 100, because the kill cam is already slow, so you don't need to make it slower, if that makes sense to you guys. So just go in the middle of each of them and then go ahead and put it at 100. Almost done. One more. Alrighty. Now I'll highlight all of these and press F9 again to easy ease them, and then go to your graph editor and then highlight all of the bottom ones at one time and then drag them all the way out, so you can do them all at the same time. You don't have to do each of them individually, and just do the same thing with the top one. The top ones, highlight them all, drag them down. I'm just gonna do this fast because this really doesn't matter for me right now, because you guys really are watching me. Okay. Oh, one more. Alright. Hold on, I messed this one up at the end. There we go. So now it's fast, slow, fast, slow, fast, slow, fast, slow, fast. And so now it's jump synced to the beat. But as you can see right now, if you go to the shot and then go to frame before, the frame before is not the actual frame before the shot. So we're going to go ahead and fix that by pressing Control-Alt-T on our keyboard again, and then make a keyframe for time remap over here and then a good way over here, and just highlight both of them, and then go the frame before the shot and then drag these time remap keyframes until it is the actual frame before the shot, which is right there. So now it's still jump synced to the beat, it's just started at a different level or at a different part in the clip, and so now it's jump synced all nice and neat, and then it goes right into the shot. And so now basically syncing to this shot is basically the same as to the other one we did. I forgot where I put this shot, where I made it end. Hold up. Alright, so it ends about like right around here. I'm not really gonna be too picky about it. I'm just gonna go ahead and split this. And so we're gonna go ahead and drag distrum back onto the clip, make our keyframe again 100, keyframe to the right, make this at 450 because you want the shot to be like powerful, and then go to the end and then put it to 500. So now press U on your keyboard and then make one in the middle at 100 again, because remember the kill cam is slow, in fact. And then highlight all of them and easy ease them. And then go back into your graph editor and just do the same thing that we've been doing the whole time until you get your desired effect of Twixtor. I hope this tutorial has helped you guys. I know it's kind of boring watching me do the same thing over and over again. Oh, my bad, I didn't mean to click that. But that's basically what Twixtor is. And if you don't like that, that's basically what editing is too, doing stuff repeatedly over and over again. But after you've done this, see like the shot goes and then it goes right out. And that's it for this tutorial. If you have any ideas or whatever you want to see for a tutorial next, just go ahead and comment down below. If you want to see more Black Ops 3 tutorials, I'll go ahead and do that. I might do like a cinematic tutorial because I know they don't have a dolly camera, but they do have theater, so I'll give you guys a couple of tips on how to make your cinematics look great on Black Ops 3. I've looked at all of the maps so far, and there's endless possibilities of cinematics that you can do. The maps are so beautiful on next gen. The graphics are amazing, but they're even better on PC. But unfortunately, I don't have Black Ops 3 on PC yet, so I'm going to be making my cinematics on console. So I'll make a tutorial on how to do that. But basically that's it for this video. Like and comment. Well, I already told you guys to comment, but leave a like if it helped you at all. And I'm out. Peace.